Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is geospatial technology as a career, interaction with experts and LPU graduates. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Ajay Mathur, scientist, SG, Punjab Remote Sensing Center, Punjab Agriculture University, Ludhiana. So now I would like to introduce Dr. Rajesh Choli, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, School of Liberal and Creative Arts, Social Sciences and Languages, Lovely Professional University. With over 8 years of teaching and industry experience, Dr. Jolly has guided multiple PhD scholars. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Udit, Assistant GIS Technician, Guwahati, Municipal Corporation, Guwahati. He holds a MSc in Geography from Lovely Professional University and specializes in geospatial mapping. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Rishabh Sharma, Officer and Area Coordinator at the Department of Tie-ups, Division of Admission, Lovely Professional University. Mr. Sharma plays a pivotal role in connecting the university with various institutions and organizations. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions. You can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the thanks to Dr. Rajesh Jolly, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Dr. Rajesh Jolly.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to all of you. And today we are going to have a webinar sessions on the geospatial as a career prospects, which is going to be helpful for students to achieving their goals in the geospatial activities. So today in the sessions, we have a scientist, Dr. Ajay Mathur, who is a scientist SG rank in the Punjab Remote Sensing Center. And we have our LPU graduate, Mr. Udit Barua, who is a assistant GIS technician in Assam Guwahati Municipal Corporation. So we are going to have a discussions and interactive session to know how geospatial career line will be helpful for giving their prospects in the GIS domains. Because GIS is a very upcoming stream in the field of application, in the field of resource management. So we are going to have interactive sessions. So first of all, we are going to start with the session that is the introduction part. I think the PPT is visible to all of you.
Yes, the screen is visible. You can continue.
So in this PPT, okay, thank you, ma'am. So in this PPT, we are going to discuss the geospatial technology, which is upcoming in the field of career, with the expert talk, that is Dr. Ajay Mathur, and our alumni LPU graduate, Mr. Udit Barua, who is already working in the geospatial domain. So these type of expert talk and views from the student, it will going to helpful for the upcoming student to choose the geospatial in their career aspects. So in this viewpoint, we are going to start the session with the permission of the host also. So we are going to start with the PPT, that is concept of remote sensing. So these all type of technologies are going to collaborate with the base of remote sensing. So in very general way, we can say that remote sensing is a tool which can collect the information of the object without coming in physical contact. Physical contact is very important, that we are going to getting the information of the object without any physical contact. So in that part, there are two type of energies we are going to use. One energy that is a main energy of our solar system, that is the sun. Sun is going to emit the radiation in the form of energies, and these energy radiation is going to touch with the object and send back to the sensor of the satellites. This type of energy is known as the passive remote sensing energy. Passive means that which is the source of energy is different. Then we have the active remote sensing energy, in which the object itself emit the energy and it is going to in contact with the object and send back to the sensor. So this type of technology is known as a active remote sensing energy. So these two type of technologies are very frequently used in the field of remote sensing, in the field of application, and even now it is becoming a part of geospatial activities also. So there are different type of stages from which the information is going to capture, recorded, processed, and it is going to used for the application point of view. So first of all, as we discussed, the energy which is remitted from the sun, it is going to transmit it in the form of radiation. Then these radiations are going to emit its energy in the form of long wave terrestrial radiations, and then it is going to back to the sensor of the satellite. Then sensor of the satellites record this energy and transmit it back to the base stations. Then base station analyze this energy and transmit it in the form of image, in the form of information of the data. So these type of data is going to use for different type of application parts. Now, when we going to talk about these type of remote sensing, we are going to talk about the application of geospatial technologies. Your geospatial technology is going to now use a lot of application which is upcoming in the analysis point of view, like environmental mapping. So these type of application of geospatial technology. You have going a lot of application part in the field of remote sensing and in the field of geospatial. So what kind of things which are going to helpful for you to achieving your career goals? Like there are different applications. Which application you think that is more prospects, more upcoming in the field of geospatial mapping? Udit, my question is clear to you?
Sir, no, can you repeat it once? You're breaking between the question.
Okay. My question is that now upcoming stream we have application of geospatial.
Hmm.
Which type of geospatial activity or mapping or application is more prominent nowadays?
So which kind of
Geospatial
geospatial?
application is more prominent.
Sir,
Yeah.
I can speak from my experience. In my office, most of the guys we are using is ArcMap or QGIS. So because mostly right now I'm working is at basic water pipeline mapping of the city of Guwahati. So it just requires us to analyze the data which is already present, which already collected by the previous officers, and we just need to digitize it into a rasterized coordinated map of Guwahati. That's it. And also, sir, I
So
would like
basically
to add that
you are
we are
going to
also now, yeah. So now we are actually using AutoCAD. If you know that there's a software known as AutoCAD, which is useful at creating like a 3D structures or 3D maps. So in collaboration with mm, uh, ArcMap or QGIS, we are also using AutoCAD to create datas, 3D datas, which can be analyzed through with GIS. This is a new process which I've started in our office, so I'm not sure much about it, but yeah, we're learning it as a workshop now.
okay. So you have give us a fruitful information that nowadays application part or analysis part is more upcoming. So we
Yeah,
have
yeah, yes.
expert from Dr. Ajay Mathur, who is working as a scientist. Dr. Mathur, my voice is audible to you?
Yes, exactly. Yes, Jolly.
Uh, Mathur sir, nowadays most of the work which is coming, that is coming from the municipal corporation. a lot of works are coming in term of an analysis. So what do you think that student can learn more to achieve these type of skills, which can be helpful in the urban mapping or in kind of a geospatial activities in the urban management resources?
Okay. So, government is looking for smart cities. So under that, you have to have the mapping at the property level. So there are about 5,000 cities which are still unmapped in India. And this is very much required for any planning or having taxes for the corporation or councils. So for this, the person should have a background of civil engineering, how a property is exist, what are the units. For example, they don't measure in meters, they measure in feet only. So these are some civil engineering background that the person should know, and then they can use the technology of GIS in collaboration with remote sensing data, or that is satellite data, or for matter drone data, the background, because it gives a lot of detail at the property level. So this is how one can use the data using GIS. And of course, you have to have help of the field from the corporation officials to map the properties. So that is about the property mapping, which you have asked for.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Udit,
Yes, sir.
you are already a LPU graduate and you have already working in most of the courses.
Yeah.
What are the different courses which are going to helpful for you in achieving the geospatial?
So yeah, so mostly the GIS courses, remote sensing courses we have, and also the basic courses we have for cartography, which do help in office because most of the work we have in office that we have to convert into digitized form are in like in paper form, which were drawn by hands with measurements, with scales and all. But in the older version, like I mean not older version, the cartography version, now we have to convert it into GIS, digitize it because in Guwahati, amazingly, the thing is before 2019 there was no specific GIS sector for the in municipal corporation. So the first officer which was actually inducted into GMC as a GIS analyst was at 2019, and now he is my senior. So plus the practical works, you were my GIS teacher, I mean professor
Yeah.
in LPU. So if you remember, there were like I think five practicals were there in the total in one semester. So I think four of the practicals are actually now I'm actually practically using in my work. So it did help me a lot. So I don't remember the exact name of the practical, but if you remember, the work was that we were roaming around at the entire LPU campus and we were mapping the coordinates
Yeah.
in the machine. So that's one of the most important uses I have in the practical world in my job, because now I have to go to land surveys and assist the land surveying engineers to collect the data. So it was one of the most helpful things that I learned because it helped me a lot to advance in my job really quickly.
So, as you said that these type of skill oriented courses are
Hmm.
going to benefit for the
Yes.
student to achieving their goal in the
Yeah.
career. Like we have some field based activities also, like GPS mapping on the
GPS.
campus,
Yes.
which
Yes.
you have
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah.
So what else do you think that as a LPU we can help you to achieve your career prospects, like in extracurricular activities,
Mhm.
like teaching modules, like infrastructure?
So infrastructure, I would say have more GIS related practical classes because
Yeah.
it was already sufficient but not enough. So you can increase the amount of classes and plus field visits. In my time, I think we visited to PRSC,
Yeah,
Agricultural
yeah,
University of Punjab. I think
yeah,
it was
yeah.
in
So,
Ludhiana. Yeah, so that also helped a lot to gain how actually a GIS analyst or a GIS technician works, because we got to go in their offices and look at the map they were creating at the time. So having more of those field visits would help the students a lot to gaining knowledge. Also networking, they could meet new people over there with whom they can make contact, and later on they might work with them also.
So according to your viewpoint and express, we can generalize that you are trying to say that we are going to more focus on the field-based experiment,
Yeah,
and
for
we
remote
are
sensing
going to have a
engineers.
frequent industrial visits.
Yeah.
We are going to have some industrial visit to the center to have some outlook for the student career, that what kind of industry requirements are there. So that is
Yeah.
going to be helpful. So we
Yeah,
have
because
already some industry expert, the Dr. Ajay Mathur. Dr. Ajay Mathur, there are a lot of students coming to you nowadays for internship, for career prospects,
Yeah.
which nowadays is more upcoming in the field of geospatial mapping.
Okay, there are a number of projects that the government wants to execute. One such is the mapping of forest boundary using drones, because that is the requirement from Supreme Court. So they have to map the boundary of forest for whole of India so as to avoid encroachment around. So that's coming up in a very big thing. Second is cadastral mapping, because let's say you have to go for a road construction from, let's say, Delhi to Mumbai, you need to have map of the village throughout the area, so that every field has to be mapped so that acquiring land becomes easy, and of course planning the route. So this is only has been achieved in a very limited fashion. For example, Haryana has done something, Gujarat has done something, Punjab has done something, but rest of India, a lot of states do not have a cadastral map in GIS format, and which is very important. So these are where a lot of manpower is required. For example, you see, we required about 60 manpower very recently, say in a time of 1 or 2 months, but there is no manpower. So what I appreciate of LPU is that we have come up with a program that would feed at least uh, the requirement of manpower in this particular field. And the government on their own has just 2 years back allowed or included rather the geospatial technology subject in the GATE exam to increase the development of manpower. Thank you.
Very correctly said, sir, because nowadays all the government organizations, they have set up the analysis part, like is already working in the municipal corporation, so they are doing analysis. In land record also, they are going to now process of digitization of land records. That is also requirement for the upcoming streams. So that is going to be more prominent in the field. So Udit, are you going to work out some extracurricular activities in the campus? So if yes, then what kind of help is LPU is going to achieve to these type of extracurricular activities? I think you are also working in the sports also.
Sir, not officially, I didn't work at, but I do know about bit what happened in the sports department, because some of my friends were in lawn tennis in my LPU days. So I think there is a like a sports program in LPU, if I'm not wrong, if it's
Yes.
still there. So which encourages people to, I think, participate in inter-university, national and international competitions and achievements. We know how much LPU students have achieved in a sports department globally. I think also LPU also provides a really good scholarship for sports persons, and events there are like, in my time, I'm pretty sure it's still there. LPU regularly hosts sports events, tournaments, many providing ample opportunities for students to showcase their talents. And overall, I think LPU provides a supportive environment for sports enthusiasts and excellent facilities, programs. And there's also a proper football ground. There's Olympic-sized swimming pool. I think there's 9 badminton courts. That's proper indoor badminton courts. There's lawn tennis courts. There's archery. And there's shooting practice also. And every sports department has their own coaching professor and their own ground. So it's really good if someone wants to pursue any sports hobby or as professional in LPU. Thank you.
So these kind of activities and efforts by the university is is going to be benefit for the student in achieving their career also. So we are going to continue. Now it is environmental monitoring and transportation mapping. It is very prominent in the application of geospatial because both of them are now a burning issues. Like we have a lot of traffic congestions, lost vehicle, traffic management. So there is a lot of application of geospatial which is running. And environment point of view, now all are concerned that how to manage the environmental activities, how to degrade the environmental degradation process. So these type of applications are going to be achieved with the help of geospatial mappings. So we are going to have a look of these activities. Now these are some of the GIS which is going to be around application and the tools used to mapping analysis. And now we have some application in land use network mapping, forest health assessment. So these are the topics or the areas which are now upcoming in the geospatial technology. So these type of technologies are going to be helpful, which there is urban planning is one of them, and climate change action, forest health assessment. These are some maps which are going to study because nowadays there is a lot of change in the land use. These type of changes in land use are going to impact on the other criteria of the ground also. So that is going to be interchangeable facts. Then we are already talking about the forest fires. Now forest fire is already given by the spots by the forest department that these are the some pockets, pores of the forest, which you can analyze with the help of wind data, which is going to be helpful to analyze that what is the spread of the forest fire in that area. Then we have a lot of satellite images are available to study the different application of the geospatial. Then we have application of climate change studies for melting of the glaciers, polar ice, and coastal sea emerging. So these type of studies and even the change in the natural disaster. Nowadays, the natural disaster occurrence is going to be changed day by day. You can also study the teach level studies in water qualities. So these type of activities is going to be helpful for the different applications in the geospatials. So we have some geospatial career and prospects in government as well as the public and the private sector. So first of all, we are going to start with the municipal corporations. And already Udit is also working in the municipal corporation. Dr. Mathur has a lot of work, that is project work with the municipal corporation. So we are going to start with the Dr. Mathur, that what kind of applications are coming to PRSC in terms of municipal corporation map analysis.
Okay. So we have done mapping for 4.35 lakh properties of Ludhiana.
Yes.
And that has given Ludhiana the 19th place in smart city. So Ludhiana got included in the smart city 19th rank because of the
DNL कुछ करके सर एक 91 है एक 97 है लास्ट नरेशन सेम ही है ऑलमोस्ट
hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
Okay.
Your voice is audible.
So now what benefit this mapping has done is not for the sake of mapping. They are using it for generating funds, yes, property taxation, because now they know the property, the number of properties, and they have graded this into number of categories. So nobody can avoid taxes, which is very much required for the corporation. Second is, what they have done is, they put in a very big display in their municipal corporation office with this map in the background. And they have put in cameras all in the city. So if there is a crime which is recorded, it gets located on the map. And the police can be informed immediately. Somebody is throwing some rubbish, the camera can record. And so the location can be there. Then there are certain mobile apps. For example, if nobody is coming out with removing the rubbish from the bins, then that is the persons can take the photograph, send through the app, and that gets located on the map. in the municipal corporation Ludhiana, and so they can take action. Likewise, they have made boundaries of police thanas. So if there is some happening, so yes, it is get recorded according to the location of the crime. So this is one benefit. So we have done likewise for Batenda, and under the smart study city status, about 5,000 cities have to be mapped according like this, and it's a very huge work. But now the government has given us a go ahead with the drone data. So drone data is now easily available as compared to some 3 years back. So the detailed mapping can now be very easily undertaken, but the only thing is lack of manpower. So that's from my side on this.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nowadays, a lot of departments which are now upcoming in the field of geospatial. So what they required some geospatial expert to manage these resources, to manage these or analysis of the map. Now it is, as you said, Dr. Mathur, that land records are now upcoming, which is going to be cadastral mapping and large scale mapping. So these type of skills, if the student learn in their career, definitely they will be going to helpful. Now forest department, they have different geospatial wing, which is going to manage the forest mapping, forest fires. National Highway Authority, we all know that these type of NH, National Highway Authority, they are going to map out the expansion of highway. So which type of fields are coming in comparison of these type of mapping? This is going to be geospatial. Udit, are you learn some type of activities in your curriculum when you are student of LPU? You have learned some type application of these department also,
Like a department of what, sir?
like application of National Highway Authority of India, like application of expansion of highway and affected villages on that, some land records, some municipal corporation, some river flooding zone. Have you done these type
So,
of
yeah,
activities
sir.
in your curriculum also?
So I think practical, I think we had about something related to few practicals were related to highway studies, and I think there was one related to flood, and I think yeah, flood. Yeah, we did, sir. That was I think in our first year of masters, I guess, sir. I'm not sure because I did bachelor's and masters both from LPU, so it's a bit confusing for me.
So do you think that these type of activity or experiment will definitely help to the student to think
Oh,
analytically
yes,
about the
sir. Yes, sir.
situation which is
Yes, sir.
going to be faced in terms of industry also?
Yes, sir.
Like if you already work on the forest and the expansion of highway, you can know that what kind of changes are coming on the map,
Mm,
how we can analyze, which is going to
yeah.
be affected. So do you think that it is going to be more benefit in terms of career prospects?
Yeah, obviously, sir, because highways, the studies of highway is not only for government but also for private sector also, like the huge construction companies like Larsen and Tubro, the companies which are in construction of highways and roadways do require people specialized in GIS to map the entire the plane of the area so that they can save a bit of money on pre-planning before starting the construction, because there are places where there are like sinkholes in the map which are they won't be able to know without a GIS specialist or a geography specialist. And there's also they could map before where they need to drilling through a tunnel would be cheaper than going above it. So yeah, it's really helpful, sir.
Okay, which thing you know that which is going to be lacking in term of when you going to the industry, which you think that you should have learned in that also?
Also, yeah, first when I joined my work, I think the thing I lacked was basic knowledge of coding. So if you're in GIS or remote sensing, you should learn the at least basics of Python, because Python, in my opinion, is a easier
Yeah.
language to learn. So if you learn the basics of Python, it will help you a lot in managing the data which is used in GIS. And also, if you can learn like 3D mapping, 3D and 2D mapping software. Just I mentioned like AutoCAD, because that is now it's really using to both are used together. I mean GIS and AutoCAD in our office, so I'm pretty sure it's done in other offices too.
Yeah, that is good because nowadays the career prospects for geospatial mapping is the GIS developer, in which
Yeah,
you have to work on a Python programming languages also.
but yeah.
Because a lot of things which we are working for different departments, we are going to provide a user-based application module. So in that cases, you required a programming skills also.
Programming skills, yeah.
So these are the some of the government organizations which are already hiring a geospatial persons with a high salary package. Sometimes it is going to be more than 8 to 12 lakhs per annum, because it is going to be a high salary package positions in the market. Some private companies are also there, which is a big companies which are going to offer. As you said, that they are requirement of these type of skills in geospatial, like histories are there, RMSI is there,
Mm.
Volta is there, Bhugol, Cybertech
Google,
Solutions
yeah.
Group. So these already private companies, they are having a mixed type of skills which they required. Like they have required a person with a surveying expert, the person with a mapping
Mm.
expert, the person who can customize the application of the software with a Python programming language. So these type of curriculum are going to be designed by the LPU, that within LPU you can have all these type of benefit of the skills. Now more we will focus on that. And these companies are now hiring at a very high package salaries for that.
Mm.
So these are the corporate and the government sector which are going to be. Now it's consultancy is more prominent in the uh, job platform. Now most of the company are required the geospatial person as a consultant, which is going to analyze the form of a modules also. So Udit, when you pass out from the LPU,
Mm.
you start your career in the municipal corporation.
Yeah.
So first you are starting with the internship on there, and
Yes,
your
sir.
taste is going to build on that area.
So no, I started with internship. I think I started in October, mid-October for my internship, and it continued for almost 4 months, 4 or so, because wait, November, December, January. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 4 months, more than that, because I started as I mean full time from February, this February, and from February to now, I still have the same job, and it's good. I mean, 4 months, because I think it's good because the supervisor I had in my internship, he said that you at least need to like 6 to 7 months before you get a job in here, and I did it at 4 months, so I think it's okay. I mean, I did good in my internship part.
Udit, you came to know that already most of the students of LPU graduate, that is MSc Geography,
Mm.
they are now they're pursuing the internship in different organization to building their career goals and building their taste in the geospatial mapping. So some students are already working with the IMD,
MD, wow.
Indian Meteorological
Yeah.
Department, New Delhi. So they are working as internship on there. So university is going to provide internship for 6 weeks, which is going to helpful to achieve their goals. Some student is
Mm.
already working with the PRSC also. They are going to
Okay.
build some application-based module. Some student have chosen the NIDM also. So we are now finalizing that these students are now targeting their goals in the geospatial mapping and the geospatial career. So
Yeah.
what do you think that they have to take care while doing their internship? What type of skills they are going to more learn?
So the I think basic GIS and I mean GIS skills they can learn in classroom. The main thing they should learn is working together in office, how the things are work, because one thing I learned that in office you don't have to create the entire thing yourself, the process of GIS mapping, because data collection is done by someone else, analysis might be done by someone else, and the creation is done with you, yourself, I mean you, by yourself. That's my part. So someone might be in the analytical part, someone might be in the data collecting part, so they need to learn how to converse with each other so that there's ease of data flow in between them. And plus networking. Networking would be a much better thing because data collection in Guwahati right now, GIS is just a new thing because we don't have much of India private or governmental sectors working in GIS in Guwahati. It's just a new thing. It has been like 3 or 4 years. So it's really difficult here to collect the data. We just have the online data available, and mostly the work we are doing right now is the fresh work.
So already we have some placements also, as you are one of our best placement in the LPU. And we have now recent year, we have a student, Chitra, who is placed in 6.6 lakh package in the Vidyaship Academy also. Some student have already pursued their career in the teaching also. So you are the first one who has chosen the geospatial as a career domain in the.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if we have a class of 100% student, 90% student are choosing their career in the geospatial activity, which is upcoming also. So in the next batch, we have more placements in the geospatial domain also. And these are the students which are already showing their interest in the geospatial activities. So we have Dr. Mathur. Dr. Mathur, what are the different services as a PRSC are going to provide in the internship to the student? And would be able the student to convert their internship into career goal or in the job profiles?
Okay. What
Dr.
we
Mathur, my
do in
voice is audible?
internship is we involve them in the ongoing projects because it helps both the students and PRSC together, isn't it? So what we do is we involve the children because they come for about 6 months. So they become part of the project already. So they are the trained manpower. And the projects we have at hand in remote sensing are very long duration because we tackle for the whole state of Punjab. So absorption is easy. If I tell you, we need about 60 people that I've been telling again and again in say 2 months time. And we don't have manpower which is trained in remote sensing. So what we are going for is, let's say diploma holders in civil engineering, mechanical engineers, and we then train them and then they become part of the remote sensing. So what we are looking for is remote sensing trained people so that this particular job of training is avoided. So I really appreciate LPU because there's so very less colleges that is now into this stream of remote sensing. But yes, we must go ahead, and I'm looking forward to your new batch because we already have a lot of vacancies. If you look at the website of PRSC, there are always vacancies, and we have to fill mainly from the non-remote sensing trained people. So definitely we need manpower, and I tell you, those from the computer background are also very welcome because as you were telling about the IIT, we have a IT wing because it's not about only mapping. We have to distribute data on the web. So that is a very big hurdle because you have very less people with computer science and remote sensing background. So we are looking forward from the outputs of LPU, which will take cover of mapping and IT part of the remote sensing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Udit, as you came to know that we have already started a new program, MSc Geospatial Sciences, to already monitoring that what kind of job prospects are coming. So this program is already tie up with the Punjab Remote Sensing Center. Student will be going to one semester at LPU, and expert session will be going to be held the second semester, which is going to be at PRSC. So it is a tie-up program with the LPU and the Punjab Remote Sensing Center. And these type of diverse curriculum with expert faculties, industry-oriented research job and duties. Because in PRC, we have a specialized scientist team available from there. That is agriculture, soil science, water source management, forest, urban mapping. So it is helpful for students to choose their career in different specialized stream also. Infrastructure is abundant available in both the centers and interdisciplinary approaches are there, which is going to be helpful. The curriculum is designed in that way that it should be a summer internship, MOOC learning, because we have already said that we have learned some more advanced like programming skills. So we are going to introduce a MOOC courses in Python programming languages also. And then these are some of our 9 core strengths of the curriculum, which is going to helpful for the student to achieving their career prospects goals. And these are our placements. And these are the student achievement, because already most of the students are now achieving a days with a lot of activities in the geospatial also. So that's all from my side. Udit, would you like to express any kind of view from your side? Because you are also LPU graduate.
Sir, I've seen the things that I were missing in my time are now added to the courses of GIS, so I have no complaint right now. But I would
Yeah.
like to say people who are starting newly, they should go for summer internship that you guys are providing, because I missed on it because I was lazy. You said to join one, I didn't. I was too lazy. I mean, the weather over there is too hot for me, so I didn't. But because of that, I had to like lose four months of my career because internship, and mostly in India internship doesn't pay much, and if they pay it's like too or less. So the senior guys told me that if I had an internship for like 2 to 3 months in a reputed company or organization, I might have got the job straight away. So yeah, please go for a summer internship to people who are joining newly. It will help them a lot.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Rajesh Jolly, Mr. Udit, and Dr. Ajay Mathur.
Thank you, Udit. Thank you. Now we have a internship, summer internship as a part of our curriculum, which is going to be helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everyone. So now I request to the admission nominee, Mr. Rishabh Sharma, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Rishabh.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please give me a nod that my screen is visible.
Your screen is visible, Mr. Rishabh.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, without taking much of time, first I would like to extend my regard to all the fellow panelists. And today we will be discussing about approvals and accreditations, ranking part, infrastructure part, extracurricular activities, and how you can check all the information about the program yourself, plus how you can actually apply for the admission in LP. So, to start with, it gives me a proud feeling to share with you all that the LPU is now NAC grade A++ university with 3.68 score on 4.8. It is highest score in the cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. If we talk about approvals, we have NCTE as well, Pharmacy Council of India, Bar Council of India. List is long. We have added few. So you can just have a look. We are also member of Association of Indian Universities. We are the member of International Association of Universities. We talk about ranking and awards. If we talk about the World University Ranking 2023, we have been ranked 23rd. If we talk about the World University with Real Impact Ranking, we have been ranked second. We talk about the Atal ranking of institution on innovation and achievement. We have been ranked third. If we talk about extracurricular activities, LPU students create history. 12 out of 13 LPU students won Olympic medals in all three categories: gold, silver, and bronze. LPU is champion of 37th National Inter-University Youth Festival under the aegis of Association of Indian Universities, New Delhi. Our student excelled in all the department, whether it is possession, music, fine art, theatre, dance, literary. LP is also first runner-up for Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy 2023, which was awarded annually by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. Our students shined at 19th Asian Games. See the level of exposure at LPU. LPU successfully hosted 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. His Holiness Dalai Lama at LPU campus interacting with LPU students. Two former presidents in single frame. Mr. Hamid Karzai, then President of Afghanistan, alongside then President of India, late Shri Pranab Mukherjee, alongside our worthy Chancellor Sir Dr. Ashok Kumar Mittal, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, Finance Minister of India, then Finance Minister of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu ji, Gauhar Gopal Das ji, spiritual leader, and many Bollywood and sport personalities keep on visiting LPU campus from time to time. We have added few of the slides. You can just have a look. I think I need not to name them. So LPU also hold one Guinness Book of World Record on its name for highest number of people doing Bhangra at a single venue. State of art infrastructure, Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium with sitting capacity of around 2,500 people. Labs are there, library is there, uni mall is there. You can get all your essential and basic needs fulfilled here. In fact, gymnasium is there within the mall, bowling area. We also have 50 bedded hospital within the campus. Aerial view of LPU, lush green campus, clean, green and safe campus, night view of LPU, ragging free campus, and we also have indoor stadium sports facility available at LPU where we have badminton, shooting range, basketball, volleyball, competitive sports. Even we have squash courts. Olympic size swimming pool is there within university campus. So this is the outside view of indoor stadium facility. Now let's go live and check how you can actually uh, check about the program details yourself. For that, you need to go to admission dot. For that, you need to go to our website. Our website address is www.lpu.in. Please note www.lpu.in. When you will open our website, you need to click here on admissions. If you are 12th pass out student, click here. If you are graduate student looking for postgraduate program, click here. If you are looking for PhD program, click here. And now let's see. I have already selected 12. After that, you need to select discipline. So as I have already selected geography, so the course is BA honors in geography. It says the eligibility is you need minimum 60% marks in 10 plus 2 with English as subject to take admission into this program, and you need to qualify LP Nest exam or CUET exam, any of these two. So LP Nest is Lovely Professional University's national entrance and scholarship test. This test gives you eligibility. Secondly, you can get scholarship as well on the basis of this particular test. So if we move further, fee structure is very nominal, 50,000 rupees per semester. But yes, scholarships are there. In LPU, fees always depend upon the caliber of the student. So you can get up to 25% scholarship in this particular program. So you can get scholarship on the basis of LPNS, your percentage in 12th class. You can even get scholarship on the basis of CUET. And apart from this, defense scholarship is also there. Only one would be applicable, whichever is higher. So if we talk about important date, please make a note. Today is last date to take admission in this program. For LPNS, exam is being conducted daily from 5th June to 30th of June. Last date for submission of LPNS is 3 days before the conduct of exam. So today is 25th. If you want to give exam on 28th, you need to fill your LPNS application by today itself. And display of LPNS result will be within 48 working hours. Now, how actually you can apply for LPNS? You can simply click on apply now, or you can note the direct link that is admission.lp.in. Once you go to admission.lp.in, here you need to register yourself with basic details. Once you register yourself, you will get all your credentials through SMS and email. And when you log in, you will see that there is an option to continue to LPNest application. Click there, pay your LPNest fees. Fees for LPNest is 1,000 for male applicant and 500 for female applicant. So once you pay your fees, you will fill your detail, book your exam slot, give your exam, the result will be displayed, and subsequently take admission. Option will be there in this portal only. From there, you can proceed your admission by paying 15,000 rupees minimum provisional fees, and that is not any extra amount. That will be part of your program fees itself. and you need to submit your documents here in this portal only. So if you want to connect with us through WhatsApp, you can note our WhatsApp number, that is 985256900. I'm repeating it for you, 985256900. If you want to connect with our live video counselor, you can simply click here, and through Zoom meeting you can chat. You can communicate with our live video counselors face to face. So if you want to connect with our telecounselors, please note the number, that is 01824 404 404. Please note 01824 404 404. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much, Dalvinder ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to guide this.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Rishabh. And once again, thanks to our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to assess this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be assessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.